He deserves a lot of credit for what happened with the economy. He's done really well there. But those days are behind us now. But he can't be playing the victim all the, Sean, this is what really bothers me about the president. He's the most powerful man in the world, and he always plays the victim card. The Dems are out to get me. The media is out to get me. You've got to be the leader. You've got to be the strongest man in the game, and he just hasn't shown that strength.
Mark,
that's what the
Mark.
Who cares? He's the most powerful man in the world. Be powerful. Be a leader. Set an example.
And he fought
But Sean, when you're he's supposed to be the world's best counterpuncher. He hasn't been able to knock anybody out. He just plays the victim. Look, I love the way you stand up. All these people that call him out. That's a great thing, Sean. But the man has got to be a leader, and he hasn't shown that yet.
Oh my God, am I laughing? Basically, Cuban just said Trump's a whiner. He whines, everybody's picking on him, everybody's unfair to him, and he wants stupid people to vote for him because those are the people he likes the most. He said those things. And we got this debate between Hannity and Cuban, and what's Hannity doing? Everybody's picking on him, everybody's doing the harm to him, everybody's attacking him, but he's really always Donald Trump. Whining, and so is Hannity. Copying what Trump is doing, whining for Trump. He wants to be like Trump. He wants to be his main advisor. Unfortunately, Trump didn't win the election. Let's go back to some more of this.
I want to sit next to you during the first game when your team opens up. I'll sit next to you, and I won't bring any New York COVID with me. I promise.
I'll tell you what, I want to watch you eat that hot dog through the mask. That's even better.
This is what you do. You take the mask, you shove it under, you take a bite, and you just gotta chew it. But God forbid if you get the hot dog, you know what, that would be ugly. But I'll drink my beer through the straw. All right, Mark Cuban.
Amen.
You know one thing he's never gonna do? He's Donald Trump. He got elected as Donald Trump. He saved the country as Donald Trump, and he'll bring the country back as Donald Trump. But the strength, the stamina, the mental acuity, the alertness to be taking on what is the toughest job in the world, being the president of the United States. Do you in your heart believe he does?
100%, absolutely, no question about it.
Okay.
Donald Trump doesn't want to run the country. He wants to run a campaign. Joe Biden actually wants to run a country.
Okay, you give me a bumper sticker. You've told me how you feel about Trump and what you like and dislike. You were honest. You said he did a lot of good things too. Now, here's my next question. Joe Biden has been on the political scene for 50 years. Now, after Ferguson, Baltimore, Cambridge, and a lot of incidents, he didn't put in police reforms. Donald Trump did that. He was talking about predators in '94. Donald Trump is the one that did criminal justice and prison reform. Donald Trump did opportunity zones, not Joe or Barack. Donald Trump gave us record low after record low unemployment for every minority group in the country. Not Joe and not Barack. And so my question is this: that's all fact. That's all fact.
Yeah,
my question.
You gave me the bumper stickers, okay? But look, on the
those
flip
are
side,
facts.
And that's fair, but you can say the exact same thing about every single Republican senator right this
Okay,
moment.
but they're not running for president. I'm asking you this. Joe's been in office 50 years. He was vice president for 8 years. Trump did that, not Joe. So tell me, here's a question. Tell me what Joe has done that you're proud of that qualifies him to be president after 50 years.
Well, Hannity just exaggerated something. The low unemployment rates were pretty much the same as Obama's low, maybe slightly lower, not much different. And Obama ended the depression that in 8 years. He took us out of a major depression, put us on an even keel. First thing out of the box, Mr. Trump did, he cut a tax on the wealthy that put us back into the spiral of debt. It had gone from $4 trillion under the beginning year of Bush, escalated to 12 trillion along with the Depression. Obama had to come in and clean up a huge financial mess, along with Biden. They did it together. So when you ignore and make selective points that in a 3-year period someone who inherited an even-keeled economy in the form of Trump, and no credit to the thing you inherited, a cleaned-up mess of 8 years by Obama and Biden, then you're not telling the fucking truth, pardon me, folks. That's what you're not doing. You're leaving out a critical thing. If you give me a house that's torn down and I put it back up again because it's destroyed, and then my wife kicks me out and brings in a lover, and the lover says, look what I've got here. And she says, oh, honey, he did it, but you're going to get credit for it. You're only here 3 years. He was here 8 years, and he had a lot to clean up. Don't bash my ex-husband too much. He was actually a pretty good guy. That's Obama. And Trump saying, well, it's mine, isn't it? I'm now the head of the household. I'm now the head of the country. Shouldn't I get credit for everything? No, you shouldn't. You should credit the person you inherited it from. If you're not going to do that, then you're fundamentally dishonest. And Hannity is doing the same thing. But Hannity is a suck-up. He's a sycophant. That's the word for suck-ups. He does he's lusted forever after a job with Trump to be his main man in the White House. And he's hoping like hell that Trump will run again in 24. And he might. Trump might do that. He's going to have his own television station, and he's going to compete with Newsmax to be as nuts as Newsmax is, or as nuts as Fox was. Because Fox is going to walk away from all of that by no choice of their own. The followers of Trump are going to go to Newsmax and Trump's new television station. This is ball games being played. But bringing in Mark Cuban, who's one of the smartest guys in his own economy and his own promotion and business and so forth, one of the wisest people I've ever known and watch and appreciate, and a human being in the process. He takes care of his people. They solved the basketball thing by doing it in Orlando, inside, under protection. That's all been done and solved. And they completed the championships, went through all the process without fans. Only pictures of fans, moving pictures of fans in the audience. Nobody other than the working crew around each team was in the stadium. They went from 6 million or more viewers, from about, in the previous series of championships, they went from, I think, 15 million viewers down to about 6 million viewers for that NBA championship. The loss of viewers was significant, but they did it without harming the players, and they kept it going. And Mark Cuban was a big part of that planning. And so when you got somebody like Hannity coming on and saying near the end of the show, oh, and by the way, can I sit next to you and eat my hot dogs and watch the NBA games, which cost $500 seats? Can I do that with you and get a free seat? That's what he's all about in this video. He's sucking up to Cuban. Give me a free seat and bring my family with me. And any friends I want to bring on. Can you do that? Mark, we'll be buddies. You keep coming on my show, and I'll pay you with new shows to be on my show, and I'll be in your seat next to you eating Cuban. I'll be eating Cubans, and I'll be eating hot dogs too. So nonetheless, the ball game is about who do you know, who do you blow. Sorry about that. That's what Hannity does better than anybody. Who do you know, who do you blow? Thank you very much. We'll go to the next segment.